This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, March the 19th, 2013. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a trough with energy moving across the Great Lakes. This is the system that brought us the snow showers and snowfall yesterday. It'll be moving off to the east, taking the snow with it. A little bit of breezy conditions early in the day, mainly in the eastern counties, with winds dying off to a light breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour. But that's not going to matter with the temperatures. They'll still be in the 20s and 30s. Same thing goes for Wednesday. Wednesday morning could be quite cool. We could see temperatures down to near zero near the Iowa-Minnesota border, with single digits and teens elsewhere. And sunshine will bring temperatures back into the 20s and 30s. Thursday will bring a little bit warmer weather. Highs back into at least the upper 20s to maybe the lower 40s in the southern and southwestern counties of the state, with sunny to partly sunny skies. And then we head into Friday. We have a system off to our south and west that could bring a few flurries or light snow showers into the western counties of the state here on Friday afternoon and into the evening. And then on Saturday, the storm, we have a low pressure center near or just east of Lubbock, Texas, and the Gulf will open up and we could see some rain or snow or a bit of a mix around here. And then we move into Sunday. The low pressure center, according to this run, is over St. Joseph, Missouri, and that could bring some rain on the east side of the low and some snow, some of it heavy, on the west side. And then we move to Monday afternoon. The low has moved to about near Macomb, Illinois. Some light snow across the state, maybe some moderate snow at times, if this run is right. But this has been an outlier. Let's look at another model. This is the UKMET model. This is the 0Z run. This is at Friday evening at 7 o'clock. You can see nothing around here. We have a low pressure center in northern Mexico. And then we move into Saturday. We have that low moving northeast. It'll be near Dallas at this point. We could see some increased clouds or maybe a few flurries around here, but nothing more than that. And then as the storm continues to move northeasterly, it'll be over southern Illinois, south and east of St. Louis, a 987 millibar low if this was right. And this would likely produce quite a bit of wind, maybe some snow, maybe some moderate snow, but not until Sunday evening. When we look at this run, this is the 0Z Canadian GEM model. This is at Friday evening at 7 o'clock. This shows Friday looks to be mainly dry across the state, maybe a few flurries in the northwestern counties. We move ahead to Saturday. We have a low pressure center over northwestern Texas with some maybe a little bit of rain-snow mix, especially along and west of Interstate 35, if this was right. And then when we move ahead to Sunday evening at 7 o'clock, we have a low-pressure center over southern Illinois, southeast of St. Louis, similar to the UKMET. And this would bring some decent amounts of snow across our southern counties of the state, if this was right. A week from today, however, next Tuesday, according to the GFS, as we're back to that now, that storm will now be off to our east, some energy hanging back over into Montana. And there still could be a few scattered flurries around with the trough kind of extending back from the low pressure center, which will be way out in the Atlantic by that point. So a few flurries, but it's still going to remain cold. Northerly winds, 20s and 30s likely. A couple days after that, on March the 30th, now we have a ridge over us, with a trough over the west and a storm moving into the Oregon and California coast. And with a, bit of a west to southwesterly flow aloft, we could see some moisture come up from the Gulf. That could bring some rain at this point, if this was right, the 540 line across Minnesota into Wisconsin and Indiana. So there is some warm weather, but it's probably going to be at least 10 days out. And at the end of the forecast on April the 3rd, we have a fairly decent piece of energy, a shortwave moving across the central Great Lakes, and a northwesterly flow coming straight out of Canada. And what does that tell you? It tells you it's going to get cold again. So April's not going to bring any spring weather either, with high pressure moving in and maybe a few flurries around that time too. So we'll have some warmer weather, and then it's going to get cold again, so it's not looking good. Satellite image from last evening. We had the storm system moving off away from us across the Great Lakes with some showers and thunderstorms across the east coast down into the south where there was some severe weather yesterday. And the next storm already in the offing across the west coast, especially in California. The watch warning map from last evening showed a few winter weather advisories across our northeastern counties that expired early this morning, and across Minnesota, Wisconsin, and across New England with some winter storm warnings covering many states in the north and east. Fairly quiet elsewhere. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 7 o'clock, and this seems to go along with other models that have stated that it's going to be dry around here with little or no precipitation except maybe in the southwestern counties of the state.